When it comes to repairing plastic items, it's easy to get frustrated with the process, especially if you're using subpar tools. I've been in that situation many times, trying to fix a broken plastic container or a torn plastic chair, only to have the repair fall apart after a few days. But what I've found is that most people overpay for products like this, and it's usually because they don't know what to look for in a quality handheld plastic welding extruder. That's why I'm excited to share my experience with this particular model, which I believe is a game changer for anyone who needs to repair plastic items on a regular basis. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. One of the main reasons I was impressed with this handheld plastic welding extruder is its durability. I've used a bunch of cheap plastic repair tools over the years, and most of them either burn out fast or can't actually handle thicker materials. But this one's built to last, and it actually works on the plastics you care about, polypropylene, HDPE, LDPE, without costing an arm and a leg. I've used it to repair a variety of items, from a cracked 5-gallon bucket to a torn lawn chair weave, and the results have been consistently impressive. What really sets this extruder apart, however, is its dual heating system. This feature preheats the plastic before the extruder even kicks in, so you're not fighting melted material that keeps snapping back. I've found that this makes a huge difference in the quality of the weld, and it's much easier to get a smooth, consistent bead. I tried it on a cracked feed trough, and the bead stayed put without me having to go over it multiple times like I usually do. The 800-watt motor pushes out 2 to 2.5 kilos per hour, which sounds like a lot until you realize you're actually finishing repairs in minutes instead of half an hour. I clocked a 12-inch crack on a feed trough done in under 2 minutes, no joke. Another feature that I appreciate is the digital display. It's dead simple to use. You set the temperature once, and it holds steady, so you don't have to babysit it. I keep mine on 350 degrees Celsius for HDPE, and it's perfect every time. The cold start protection is also a huge plus, as it means the motor doesn't try to chew through frozen plastic the second you flip the switch. This is especially useful if you're working outside in the morning, when the plastic may be cold and brittle. And if you do happen to jam the tip, the overload protection kicks in, so the motor doesn't fry again, something the cheap ones never bother with. The 360-degree rotating welding shoe is another little detail that saves your sanity. You can pivot the nozzle without wrestling the whole gun, which makes filleting seams and patching corners way easier. I used it to fix a tear in a kayak hatch cover, and the weld looked factory clean because I could angle the bead exactly where I needed it. The shoe also swaps out in seconds if you nick the edge, so downtime is basically zero. I've found that this feature is especially useful when working on complex shapes or tight spaces, where a fixed nozzle would be difficult to maneuver. I keep this extruder in my garage toolbox, and it's already paid for itself. I've repaired a cracked plastic sled for my kid, patched a broken lawn edger handle, and even fixed a split in a plastic water trough at the barn. All of these repairs have held up after weeks of use, with no cracking or peeling. The only thing I wish it had was a built-in stand, so the hot shoe doesn't touch the workbench when you set it down, but that's a minor gripe for a tool this useful. On the plus side, the output is genuinely fast, and the welds look professional without a ton of practice. The dual heating means you're not constantly adjusting temperatures or fighting material that keeps recoiling. The digital readout is accurate and stays locked, so you're not guessing. And the overall build quality is solid, with a comfortable grip and a balanced design that makes it easy to maneuver. Of course, no tool is perfect, and there are a few downsides to consider. The power cord is a bit short, which can be a problem if you're working far from an outlet. And if you let the plastic sit too long, the tip can clog, so you have to keep it moving. If you're tired of plastic repairs that fall apart in a week, or tools that quit after one job, this extruder is worth a look. It's not the cheapest option out there, but it's far from the most expensive, and it actually does what it promises. I've been using it for a while now, and I can confidently say that it's a valuable addition to any toolkit. Whether you're a DIY enthusiast, a professional repair technician, or just someone who likes to tinker with things, this handheld plastic welding extruder is a great investment. Check it out using the link below and see if it fits your toolkit.